This is Matt with 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel, and I am in the Bronx, New York. I'm currently at Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, but today we are going on an urban adventure. We're paddling an 8-mile section of the Bronx River. All these bridges we're going under are really incredible. This is all trash. I'm up on top of the fence. I'm gonna slide around. All right, I gotta show you guys something. I'm at Shoelace Park in the Bronx, New York City, and I'm at the kayak launch for the Bronx River. And before I can even launch, I have to clean up all these like city scooters that are literally dumped in the water here. So I got my shoes off. Socks off. And I'm gonna just try to pull all these out. It's wild. These have to be like city scooter rentals. That's just one. Technically, you don't really want to be in this water. That's two. Whew, they're pretty heavy and slimy. That's three. I don't know if I can get this one. That one's stuck in the ground. So there's one more there, one more here. Those two look pretty stuck. We already got 3 out. Let's see. Here's another scooter. Woo, it's slimy. They're all heavy. All right, so we got 4 scooters out of the water. My hands are filthy. Just gonna wash them off over here. But yeah, we're good enough for now. I'm probably gonna launch on this left side. There's 2 more scooters right here that are just stuck in the ground. So, whew, I'm out of breath. Now we'll go ahead and get the kayak set up and we'll get going. We'll go ahead and get this kayak set up. It is a beautiful day today though. Temperature is supposed to get up into the 70s. Here's some extra water I brought with me. All right, and we're paddling. We're headed down the Bronx River in the Bronx, New York City. The largest city in the United States. Look at that, there's more scooters on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really sure why people dump all this stuff into the river. Another scooter on the left, actually an e-bike. So the Bronx River Alliance has been really trying to revitalize the Bronx River. And they've been doing lots and lots of cleanups. But I'm sure nobody's been out here this season. These kayak launches only opened up April 1st. And I believe I saw on their website that they have a cleanup coming in a week or two. Maybe it's an Earth Day cleanup. Today, we are gonna find beautiful nature in the big city. And we're kayaking an 8-mile stretch of the Bronx River. Today's kayak is something that's totally different for me. I've never kayaked in New York City. So today is gonna be an urban adventure. And I've never been on this river, so every inch of it is new to me. Hey, how you guys doing? Are you guys with the Bronx River Alliance? You are? I've watched a bunch of your videos. Yes, there's definitely some along the riverbank between here and the launch. And then at the launch, I actually pulled 4 out. And there's 2 more right at the edge of the launch that are really hard to get out. It's gonna take a couple of you guys. But yeah, thank you guys, I appreciate it. Good luck with that one. How cool is that? I was just talking about the Bronx River Alliance, and there they are, doing a cleanup, pulling bikes out of the river. That's awesome. You know, I was anticipating that I'd come across some trash on this paddle route. It's actually called the Bronx River Blueway. But I'm sure they're gonna have crews out here cleaning up. It's unfortunate that stuff has to be even cleaned up to begin with, but at least there's people out here making a difference and really improving this urban natural environment. We have this like little skim boom going across that I had to navigate, and that's there, I believe, to potentially collect trash and also filter the top layer. And then we come to this beautiful, beautiful bridge. This is really pretty. I'm sure you can hear the sirens. This is New York City, folks. It's funny, I can see a train on the train tracks up there, an ambulance, trucks. We are in beautiful nature within the big city. This is so cool though. Really cool bridge that we're gonna paddle under. Pretty deep here. I can see the bottom. The water looks really clear. Pretty cool. I'm not sure what this is right here directly in front of us. Looks like some kind of concrete pillar. All these bridges we're going under are really incredible. I'm actually really happy to be here. I wanted to do this paddle a little bit earlier in the season, but the launches weren't open. I had no expectation that this paddle would be quiet, but I did believe that it would be peaceful, and so far it is. It's actually really pretty. The thing that worries me about paddling in new places, especially relatively shallow rivers, is that sometimes there's hidden objects under the water. Just like here, there's a tree right there underneath me. I wonder what this colorful thing is on the side. Looks like either a colorful tent or a kid's bounce house. Who knows? And there we have a train going by. I can't believe all the scooters and e-bikes and everything that's just dumped in this water. I literally just paddled over a scooter and an e-bike under that bridge. I think people just tossed them right over the bridge. All right, this coming up is a little bit sketchy, a little bit scary, because there's a tree that fell that we have to paddle under, and it's like just holding on. Yeah, you can see it up there, fresh, just cracked. But we're gonna, you know, what would be the odds of it falling down right as I'm paddling under it? Like if it's been sitting there for a while, you know, it's not like it cracked today. So we made it. But this area that we're paddling right now, to my left, it looks like there's a really nice wooden walking path. And I believe this area is called the Bronx River Forest. We're also going to be paddling through an area, it's either called the Bronx Botanical Garden or the New York Botanical Garden. Coming up to another bridge. It's going to be today's theme. Paddling under another bridge. I have to admit, when you go onto the bridges and it's shaded, all of a sudden the water looks black and you cannot see anything. Have no idea what you're going to run into. That Bronx River Forest, the guide I was reading says that there's 100-year-old trees in the forest there. This is nice here, listening to the birds. Yeah, and there's some type of fault line that we're paddling, because it's pretty high rock ledges on each side. Cool tree that we're going under. Stay there, tree. Oh, a couple ducks. Startled the ducks. More ducks. Okay. I hear a waterfall coming, and that's the first indication of a portage that we need to traverse. So there's going to be some signs above that are going to tell us where we need to go so we don't go over the waterfall. These up here that we're going under say waterfall ahead, exit with arrows to the left. So yeah, cool. Sign right above us that says danger, waterfall ahead, exit left. So straight ahead is a sign that says Portage, canoe takeout. So we're just gonna pull up and we are gonna get out of the kayak. It's a little rocky right here. Probably very slippery. But we're here, first portage. All right, we just pulled the kayak out of the water. Waterfall is straight ahead that way. We're gonna open this gate. Not sure how far we need to go, but there's a sign, we're headed in the right direction. Just gonna set the kayak down for a second. Take a look at the waterfall here. Really cool. All right, we just put the kayak in at the portage and we're gonna just spin right back around. You can see these really cool, like we're in a little valley here. They described it as a fault line. And we're within the New York Botanical Garden, which is just a really popular attraction. But I have to tell you, that portage was the longest portage I've ever done. But I tell you, we are in a really pretty spot, and that waterfall was incredible. This is really cool to think about, that I'm in the largest city in the United States. And I'm alone on the Bronx River. It's pretty cool. I see some kind of warning sign ahead. We need to see what that's about. I think we have another portage. Oh, check out these geese. That was cool. I hear it. I definitely hear the waterfall. Okay, I see another sign on the left. It says waterfall ahead, stay left. So, all right. Cool, I think I found it. So you can see the sign straight ahead. Danger, waterfall. Exit at Portage. And let's see if these geese will give me space, because there's geese right here. This is where we need to get out. All right, we just got out of the kayak, and this other portage sign is showing that we have to go down there. Look at that waterfall. That is incredible. And then there's a second waterfall over this way. So cool. All right, we're gonna have to figure out how to get the kayak down this way, because that's like a pretty high drop off. Just trying to get some of my gear down here first, but it is super sketchy. There's nothing but this riverbank. It's just dirt. Okay. Whew. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna try to launch the kayak. But for right now, I'm gonna just set my gear down here. And next up, we're gonna get the kayak down this hill. Got the kayak kind of hanging off this ledge. Just gonna guide it down. Bunch of vines in the way. Sketchy. All right, I think we're ready to go. There's just a lot of sketchy rocks under the water, but I think we can make it. Okay, the first portage was the longest portage I've ever done. This second one was the most difficult. But I am telling you, these waterfalls are amazing. So right now, I believe we're paddling through the Bronx Zoo. Wow, what a relief. Feels so good to get beyond that spot. Holy cow. That was so super sketchy. And we're paddling under another bridge. I have to admit, I actually have like this adrenaline boost that's like, I'm shaking a little bit inside because I've never portaged between two waterfalls where the water's kind of running fast and sketchy rocks, getting the kayak down a little cliff. Like that was a lot for me. So today's high is going to get somewhere around the 70s. And supposedly the water temperature of the Bronx River is just over 50 degrees. And since I'm kayaking in a river with the river bank nearby along pretty much the entire route, I opted today to not wear a dry suit. If I was wearing a dry suit in these 70-degree temperatures, I would die of dehydration because it would be really hot. We have another warning sign. Warning, waterfall ahead, stay right, look for portage. And it looks like there's a bunch of trees here, so I'm trying to... That looks really low. No, I'm not going over that tree. I think we can squeeze between this pillar and this little tree. Wind's picking up. It's getting a little sketchy right here. Just got jammed in the head by that tree. We're gonna stay close to the edge here. Wind's cranking pretty hard. There's a jet flying overhead, heavy machinery on the right. It's a mixed bag today. All right, so apparently the waterfall is to our left, so we don't want to go that way. I'm surprised they don't put any kind of rope over that thing. But there's plenty of signs, and we're coming up to the sign now. I'm trying to see, it says exit here. I'm trying to see where the, okay, it looks like we have a little step right here in front of me. I don't know why, but I have a little bit of a preference getting out of the right side of the kayak. So just pulling myself through here as another jet flies overhead. A lot of debris in here. All right, that might be good. All right, well, this is my portage here. So I need to bring the kayak down this way, right at the base of these falls, and then go into this rushing water. And the warning on the brochure I have says during high water levels you may experience fast moving water, and I'm telling you, this is outside my comfort zone, way outside my comfort zone. So I honestly think I need to figure out some alternative, because I do not want to get in this water. Look at that water. See, there's a gate right here, but can't get out there, and we're surrounded by gates. Okay, I made the decision that I'm not gonna portage here at this spot. It's too sketchy, way too sketchy. I'm actually gonna fold up my kayak, put it in the backpack that I have for it, and I have this fence here right behind me. I'm gonna lift my kayak in the backpack over this fence, and I'm gonna hang it, and then there's a spot where I can climb some rocks back over here, and I'm gonna climb the fence. I'm gonna stick all my gear through this fence, and then there's a short fence on the other side that I can get everything over, and then I'm gonna be on city streets, and we're gonna hike with my backpack and the kayak in the backpack and all my gear to the next spot where we can put the kayak in, because this is more dangerous for me to portage than it is, I think, climbing this fence. So that's the plan. I got my kayak folded up, and it's back in the backpack, and all my gear is on the other side of this fence, and we need to get through this fence and then up over that fence right there. because we're literally locked in. And I'm gonna climb this little rock wall over here and go up over this fence here, and then I'm gonna get all the gear up and over that last fence, and we'll be home free. All right, I'm not 100% certain how I'm gonna do this or if it's gonna work, but I'm taking this backpack. And I'm resting it right there. We should be good to go. Now I'm gonna climb that fence. All right, I got all my gear. Here goes nothing. Just gonna climb this little rock wall over here. And then I'm already basically halfway up and over. I'm up on top of the fence. I'm gonna slide around. That was sketchy. Super, super sketchy. Don't recommend. All right, now I just need to get this over without ripping the backpack. Now I'm just gonna get all this gear. All right, now this is the important stuff. Whew, made it. Oh my God. I thought I was doomed, guys, but we made it. I just have to get over this like 4 or 5 foot fence right here. But I am telling you, that was sketchy. And I'm so glad I made it to this point. All right, guys, we were down on the other side here, came over this fence with all the gear, climbed the fence right over here, came up this rock wall, and I got everything right on the other side of this fence now. So we're good to go. I'm gonna pack everything up and we're gonna start hiking to our next spot. Welcome to the Bronx. I'm literally walking through city streets here, trying to find my way to get to another park where I can potentially put the kayak back in the water. Since I bypassed the portage, I need another alternative. All right, I think we can get in right here, West Farms Park. Let's see what we can do. Oh, look at this. We found a boat launch. Just gonna need to figure out how I'm gonna get the kayak in here. Really rocky. Well, I'm literally sitting here on a steep riverbank that's not an official kayak launch. The launch I saw previously, it was really rocky, and there were still a lot of rapids in that section of the river. So I hiked a little further south and just found this riverbank, and got my kayak all set up, got everything geared up, ready to go. I'm probably gonna have to step in the water to get going, but at least we're gonna be getting back in the water. It's crazy. There's a bridge right above me here to my right, another bridge to my left, and then another one even further to my left. So we got a series of bridges here, and we're gonna get going here in a couple minutes. I'm drinking a little bit of water. It's pretty wild though, because here I am playing kayaks, and there's sirens, tractor trailer trucks driving across the highway, I've seen trains going by. This is just, listen to the horns honking. This place is wild. That's why a few minutes ago I was like, welcome to the Bronx. This is crazy. And funny thing is I have 2 Canadian geese right here in front of me going down the river. But, you know, so there is wildlife in the middle of the mayhem. So it's pretty wild. I'm gonna wait here a second. Check out these 2 Canadian geese swimming by as the sirens are blaring. I can't get over it. It's been quite an adventure today, but a fun one. All right, so I'm pushing off here. There's literally one of those scooters right here beneath me. The ones that I pulled out of the launch. It's crazy. They all end up in the river. All right. I thought that was going to be more sketchy than it was. And we're off paddling again. Feels good to be paddling again. Holy cow. I was really in a predicament there at that last portage with the waterfall. I can't believe it. That was just not my skill level. That was cool. That pillar is pretty cool. So there's another pillar right in front of me, and then like almost what looks like a bridge abutment on the left and the right side. And my understanding is that they were at one point planning to build some type of bridge here, and that never happened. So the pillars are just here now. I think this bridge above us is just a pedestrian bridge. The next one looks like it has vehicles and pedestrians crossing. Today's theme seemed to have started with us launching when I pulled those scooters and e-bikes out of the river at the launch. Well, right in front of us, 1, 2 scooters and one looks like e-bike or city bike. And then we're gonna turn around over here. Look at this. Let's turn around over here. And here's another scooter right on the riverbank. It's crazy. Actually, there's 2 of them. That is wild. Man, check out these structures. Oh yeah, there it is. Amtrak train going by. That was good timing. Another train on the upper level of this bridge. You can probably hear it. That's incredible. And now I'm listening to jets flying by, or flying over. buses and trucks. Cars honking at each other. Everybody's stressed out. And I'm here on the river all by myself in the middle of the Bronx. Another train going past on the upper level of that bridge behind me. So this is something I'm not 100% sure how to navigate. It's a skim boom, and it's here basically to catch all this trash. So look at this. This is all trash. It's sticks, bags, plastics, cans, glass bottles, you name it. But right in front of me is an old concrete factory, and they made it into a park. But look at all this trash on the left of the kayak. A lot of sticks and just debris as well. This is wild. I don't know how to get past here. So much debris. Logs. Oh, look at that. That's like a brand new soccer ball. Oh, I'm getting stuck in it. It's like a brand new soccer ball. So, this is an interesting dilemma. How do I get past? Directly in front of the kayak is a turtle. Turtle just sitting there. Right on the skim boom. I'm gonna get close. Let's see if he just hangs out. Look at that. He's just hanging out right there. That is so cool. He's like, I'm not jumping off this thing. All right. You know what? I passed the kayak launch a little while ago. I'm gonna go paddle back over that way. I'm dragging stuff. All right, that's all I can do. I can't get over that. All right, another train going over that bridge. My question that I'm thinking to myself is, can I potentially get out on the side and hop this fence at the concrete plant? It doesn't look like a high fence. Maybe I can get up there? I don't know. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna try to get out at this riverbank. All right, my kayak's on the riverbank. I'm gonna try to check this gate up here. Looks like there's a gate. And it looks like it's unlocked. Yeah. All right, we made it. All right, we're going back. We're gonna grab the kayak and bring it up into this park. Here's a shot of the skim boom from land. Pretty wild. But you can see how it's collecting all the trash and debris. Well, I managed to find these stairs on the far end of Concrete Plant Park. So we're back in the water and we're back paddling. This bridge is crazy. It's just like a steel grate underneath, so I can see the cars driving right over us. It's very loud too, and I apologize for that. This is wild. Over to my right looks like an actual concrete plant. Casa Ready Mix Concrete, Bronx, New York. Paddling next to these garbage barges. You can see truck axles, tires, huge mounds of metal. Yeah, there's like 3 garbage barges just parked or docked right next to each other. And it looks like a scrap metal plant. All right, we're getting to the kayak launch where we're going to pull the kayak out, but this journey's still not over. I need to call an Uber, and I need to ride back to my truck where we started. But this 8-mile journey on the water has come to an end. But I'm calling an Uber, and might have a thing or two up my sleeve. We'll see. All right, guys, well, I need to call an Uber to get back to my truck. I'm gonna dismantle this kayak, give them a call, get a ride back, and I'm gonna see if I can find a hot dog stand, because I am starving. And when in New York City, you find a hot dog stand. What an amazing day that was on the Bronx River. We ran into some challenges, but overall it was incredible. I got my ride back to my truck from Uber, and I'm at Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, and we're gonna eat some hot dogs and call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks again for watching 2 Feet Outdoors.